Welcome to Green Living. Now I know what you're thinking because the dumbbells are a giveaway. You guessed right. Today, we're going to be doing an intense workout, Green Living style.
Now, while there are literally hundreds of workouts that one can find anywhere, be it through personal recommendations, magazine articles, or on the net, finding one that fits your own personal needs is extremely important.
Here on Green Living, we like to focus on the workouts that have a small carbon footprint as well as saving you some time. And there's no workout that saves you more time than exercises that you can do in the comfort of your own home.
Because while gyms can offer you brand new machines, wide open workout space, and luxurious settings, what must not be forgotten is how well your workout actually delivers.
Time, effort, and know-how. That's all you really need. So join me today on Green Living as we go through an intense workout that focuses on trimming the fat and building some muscle.
We'll get to that in a bit, but first off, let's check out the eco-friendly specialties at Organic. An organic specialty store in Mindanao has finally put up shop in Metro Manila. So if you're searching the market and grocery aisles for the good stuff, try to go to Organic.
Organic is actually a one-stop shop for organic and all-natural food and non-food products. It was only last May 2011 when our foundation, the Don Bosco Foundation for Sustainable Development Incorporated, thought of putting up a store here because we have 8 stores in Mindanao na ganito yung concept, and so they decided na it's time na to penetrate the Manila market naman. A lot of the products here are actually from other certified organic producers as well, since we are a member of the OCCP, the Organic Certification Center of the Philippines. So that's where we started looking for suppliers, since they also produce certified organic products. And then from there, we expanded because they also have other friends who are not yet certified but are producing organic and all-natural products. We have certified organic unpolished rice. These naman are Bio-Dynamics products. We have the black rice. It's actually considered a superfood since it has high antioxidants and it also is high in fiber. And then we have the red rice, which is good for diabetics because they have low glycemic index. And then the brown rice naman is the most common because it's also high in fiber, so a lot of people who wanted to lose weight use brown rice. And then for those who wanted organic rice but are hesitant to try the colored rice, you can also have the white rice. We have 2 variants for the white rice. We have the Angelica, and then we also have polished brown rice. The rice is actually from Mindanao. It's produced by the farmer members of the cooperative. Bio-Dynamics Multipurpose Cooperative is actually a cooperative that was formed by the foundation to actually assist and support farmers sa production nila. So we teach them how to make seeds how to breed seedlings, because we have our own seed bank. And then we also teach them how to make their own fertilizers, organic fertilizers, and other inputs. And we also support them in milling. So it's actually from soil to shelves talaga for Bio-Dynamics. The best seller here is the rice. Well, a lot of people really wanted to go organic, so they started with the rice since it's a staple food. But other products like the BCOs and the juices and the jams, they're also best sellers. And then we also have teas, muscovado sugar, cocoa sugar. We even have meat products like free-range chicken and organic pork. And we also have non-food products like baby care, household items, and beauty products. We have here the non-food items. We have Messy Bessie as one of our suppliers. And then we have here products from Giga, another supplier, and most of their products are also VCO based. They are not yet certified, but I think they're working on it. Here are also Dyla products. They have Gugu shampoo bars, they have herbal soaps, they even have feminine soaps.
As the urban population's demand for healthier alternatives increased, organic helped by addressing this need.
We saw the need for products like what we sell, since most of the urbanites right now are health conscious. They wanted options. They feel the need to be healthier. So since andun na yung demand, we decided to cater to that demand. And it was actually very good, despite the fact that we have not even had a lot of promotions yet because we just had our soft opening. We have a lot of return customers actually. We have customers from as far as Santa Rosa, Laguna coming here to actually buy our products. So we feel na the market is actually there, it exists. It's just that they are forced to buy commercially produced items because they thought na, well, these products do not have an organic or all-natural counterpart.
What makes organic truly a crusader for going green is that it started at the most crucial and logical place, at home.
The foundation actually started with the family. It was a dream of our family to actually push sustainable development through agriculture. So it's in the blood basically because we live in Mindanao, and in Mindanao you have access to everything fresh, and people there have their own land where they can till their soil and plant these crops. So we have access to actually organic products there. Now sa bahay we use red rice since my husband has high sugar, even the coffee, the teas, and the sweeteners that we use. And then for my baby, because I just gave birth, she uses all organic products lang, like her soap and her lotion.
Practicing green habits doesn't stop at home. Amihan's family brings this to the workplace by implementing eco-friendly measures in their shop.
We don't use plastics. When we sell products to customers, syempre the packaging you can't help but use plastics for now. But we use bayong. When people buy products here, we give them bayong instead of plastics. And then if there are no customers, we turn off the aircon and turn off the lights since we wanted to reduce the carbon footprints.
Once Amihan's family got the shop going, they found out that it wasn't that hard to make it sustainable. They believe that having an effective business also means being able to stand behind their products with confidence.
It definitely has to start from within. I mean, you can't sell something that you don't use, you don't believe in. So you have to change your lifestyle first so that it would reflect dun sa business na gusto mo. And definitely if you practice it yourself, it's easier to sell it to other people because you yourself know the benefits of it, and mas believable kasi when you share to other people. Going organic is actually a win-win situation. You see, when you go organic, you not only make yourself healthy, you actually help the farmers na nagpa-plant, nagpo-produce nito. You also help nature because you don't use fertilizers, you don't use chemicals and all these poisons. So when you practice organic, you know na ang end product, at the end of it, you also help nature.
Welcome back to Green Living. Today we're going to be going through an extreme workout where you don't need a ton of equipment. In fact, all you need is a trusty pair of dumbbells.
For men, a 15 to 20 pound dumbbell will be sufficient, while an 8 to 12 pound pair of dumbbells will do for females.
How does it work, you say? Simple.
You do 3 sets of exercises for 30 seconds each, back to back without resting, taking a 90-second breather and then get back to it by doing more and more repetitions.
Sounds extreme, doesn't it? Well, trust me, this workout deserves that name.
But wait, there's more. In order to further increase the effectivity of your workout, the rest periods get shorter and shorter as you progress.
And the reason behind this is that it increases the intensity and makes it that much better, whether it's for fitness or for weight loss. It's an intense whole body workout that works out the entire body from head to toe, and I can't wait to get started. We'll get to that in just a little bit, but in the meantime, here's another green story heading your way.
Briggy Hall is a community cafe for startup entrepreneurs. My mom and I have been in the bazaar scene for 5 years, and we know how difficult it is for startup entrepreneurs to jump from a project-based business like a bazaar to a regular running establishment in a commercial place, right? So we wanted to put up an incubation space for startup entrepreneurs. So we put up this community cafe where startup food and beverage entrepreneurs can launch their businesses. Right now we have 8 startup businesses, and so they vary from desserts to home. Most of them are home-based also. Briggy is a play of the abbreviation of barangay, which is BRGY. It's really a place for, food and shared passions.
Aside from these startup ventures, Briggy Hall has also become the hub of a noble effort called the Blanket Project.
When Habagat hit us, I was actually down with the flu that time, so I was just online the entire time. I saw a friend's post, Fran Ang. They were just saying that Joyce Fong is looking for unwearable clothes that she can turn into blankets. And I thought, since we have a place here, we have a community cafe here, it would be a perfect venue where people can just drop off their unwearable clothes, and it can at the same time help in the process of making the blankets.
That's when Ondoy hit Manila 3 years ago. I just got into sewing, and I just started toying around with anything that's basically fabric and with my old sewing machine. And then I saw a need because people would give lots of relief goods, and I thought there aren't really a lot of blankets and people still need that. And so I just thought I had tons of scraps, fabric scraps lying around, and why can't we make it into a quilt? And so I started doing that. It didn't really quite work out so well at that point in time because I wasn't really such a good seamstress yet. But then so when this latest round of monsoon rains came, I was I just revived the idea basically. And it just started off as asking my friend for some of the unwearable items that he would get from his donation drive, and then he started telling other people about it, and it just grew on its own.
A lot of organizations like Red Cross and all these relief centers, when they receive unwearable or unusable garments, they just put them aside.
We've gotten a whole range of stuff, pretty standard items like really ratty old shirts with holes in them, old shorts, old jeans, and to something, things that are more a little bit, I guess you can say, exotic. We've had someone bring in a prom dress that they don't want anymore, a fencing suit. People have brought throw pillows, curtains, it's basically whatever's fabric and whatever they don't want, we've seen them come through.
Yes.
We've actually had a lot of people ask us if they could help sew. The only bottleneck is just not having enough machines to do it. Because I just do it at home. I'm a home hobbyist, and so it's easy for me to do it. But then other people might not have access to the same resources. Volunteers for us can be just people come in 5 minutes, 10 minutes to just help, sort stuff, or even something as simple as telling other people where they could drop off stuff, or helping people to bring their stuff over to Briggy.
When we were doing the blanket project, a couple of customers came in and they started helping out too. We didn't even invite them previous to that, but since they saw us cutting fabrics, they just helped out.
I guess a lot of people don't realize is that fabric is a very labor-intensive industry. Like textiles use a lot of chemicals, a lot of water, and a lot of energy. And that said, I mean, usually when people like get tired of like a shirt or a dress, you know, or like it's out of fashion, they just throw it out and not thinking about the environmental impact of what they're doing. And also there's like for example, a plain cotton t-shirt would take about like 6 months to decompose in a landfill. And like if you multiply that by the number of t-shirts that people throw out every day, that's just like an exponential number. And most of the time our shirts or the fabric that we have these days are a mix of synthetic and natural fibers. And so that prolongs the decomposition rate. And so like for example, a pure nylon fabric would take about 30 to 40 years to decompose in a landfill. And so by repurposing and recycling, you actually keep stuff out of the landfill to you actually reduce the consumption, because people, you don't need to shop for new things anymore. If you can actually make stuff out of what you already have, you've already potentially like just multiplied your wardrobe. And also I think it's like a great outlet for creativity, and especially for this project, it's a lot about community buildings. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, like this entire thing was like a community-led initiative. Like I just had this crazy idea, talked to people about it, and didn't expect people to just kind of like respond as positively as they have. And so it's been like, yeah, repurposing has been so good on all different fronts. You can just use your passions to help. Because a lot of times when people think like, oh, I need to like be rich, for example, or like have a lot more than what I have now to be able to help the less fortunate, or when there are like, you know, certain like relief efforts on the line. And so, I mean, this entire project was just fueled by like, honestly, like my desire to sew more and like just to spend more time in front of my sewing machine, and like thinking like, well, people have like clothes that they don't want. Like I have clothes that I don't want, that I can't wear, that nobody can wear. Like it's super embarrassing to actually give them away. And so I just like started with that, and it's just like, it's taken off. And so I guess the encouragement from the project is just to basically do what you can from where you are.
So these are the finished blankets out of the blanket project here at Briggy Hall with, of course, Joyce Fong.
You can't really tell what your impact is until you actually try. And your passions are a great way, or a great springboard to actually go out and like do and change the world.
The blanket project has shown that warmth wasn't just from the textiles sewn together, but from the concern shared by the volunteers in each stroke and stitch. Through this effort, the group has given relief not only to the recipients, but to Mother Nature as well, and has proven yet again that upcycling will always be a fab idea.
Welcome back to Green Living. Are you guys ready for your workout? I'm not entirely sure if I am, but I'm gonna give it my best shot.
All you'll need is an open space, a mat, and a pair of dumbbells. Make sure that the area in which you work out is clear of any objects that might get in your way. And don't forget to do a little stretching to limber yourself up before the exercise itself. Let's start with a close stance push-up. Get into a push-up position while you grip your dumbbells firmly. Lock your shoulders and your core. Move your body down to the floor. Now work this position for 8 to 12 reps. From there, switch to the dumbbell swing without any rest period. Plant your feet firmly on the ground, hip-width apart. Bend your knees slightly as you reach both hands back as if in a downhill ski position. Pump both arms forward without bending your elbows as you stand. Now repeat for 8 to 12 reps.
Nakapagod ha?
Now we finish with the overhead split squat. Put one foot forward, resting on the heel as you reach both your hands towards the sky. With both arms fully extended, lower your body into a kneeling position. Repeat this for 4 to 6 reps, then switch legs. Now, rest for 90 seconds. This is round 1. For round 2, we go to the standing twisting curl. Lock your shoulders down in the back and squeeze your glutes as you curl one arm and twist the wrist. Now switch arms and alternate for 8 to 12 reps. From there, we go to the overhead tricep extension. Lock feet firmly on the ground as you extend your arms over your head. Now slowly lower your arms to the back of your head, then shoot back up. Repeat this for 8 to 12 reps. Now we do the single arm deadlift. With a single dumbbell in one arm, lock your feet firmly in place as you slowly squat till your thighs are parallel with the ground. Use your other arm as a counterbalance. Then shoot back up. Do this for 46 reps, then switch arms. Now rest for 60 seconds. This is round 2. Now repeat each complex one more time each, with the rest period slowly shortening from 90 to 60 seconds, then from 40 to 20 seconds. And that's the workout.
That really was extreme because I am extremely exhausted. I feel like I used every muscle in my body, from the tips of my toes all the way to the top of my head. You gotta try this at home because that is exactly where it was designed to be performed. Well, that's it from me. For more tips and behind-the-scenes notes, log on to www.greenliving-tv.com or follow us on Twitter and like our Facebook page. I'll see you guys next week right here on Green Living. Welcome to Green Living. We like to focus on workouts with the smallest carbon footprint plus and saving time. Here on Green Living, we like to focus on workouts with a small carbon footprint. Here on Green Living, we like to focus on workouts with a small carbon footprint and that get the saving. That sounds awkward. Here on Green Living, we like to focus on the workouts that get to save you some. Sounds extreme, doesn't it? To that much better, whether it's for fitness or for workout. Why do I keep saying that?